Hey, shalom, shalom, man. This cuts from the street. We down here at BlackWall Street,
That's right.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right in the backyard.
Man, you know what time it is. I'm Officer Eli.
I'm Officer Young.
Hey, we out here to see what's going on in the minds of our people. BlackWall Street happened in 1921, but the things that happened in 1921 is still affecting us till this day.
We're going to ask them, have we fallen off so far? Were we better in 1921 or are we worse today?
Right. Do we need our oppressors now more than ever than we did back then?
Right.
So, hey, we don't know where this finna go, but we shall see. Shalom, that's a cut.
I'm at the edge to where I seen what some of the prejudice that was going on in this world, you know. I like to think it got a lot better, but it hasn't. It hasn't because of one man who pushed it back a little further. Trump.
Right.
Make America great again. That's the shit he's talking about, what they have going on in there.
Right.
We don't want to see that.
No, cause what we're trying to do, I want to know, do you actually think that we can get BlackWall Street back again?
I think we can.
I'm here with my brother,
Andre.
Hey, man. Hey, we down here at BlackWall Street. What's going on here?
There's a lot of activities, you know what I mean? A lot of people, black people coming out, support. We got black business, black-owned business, you know what I mean? Come out, support. Black bikers, it's all black.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. But see, 1921 was a very tragic year where we lost a lot of these things. Do you think we can ever get BlackWall Street back?
It's a possibility. You know what I mean? But everybody bring that dollar together. You know what I mean? We can get it. We can get it back.
Right.
Back to where it was. It might not be. It'd be a slow start, but we should get it back.
Were we more unified then, or are we more unified now?
I say back then, because back then, you know, everybody was connected. Now everybody's separated. Nobody want to do anything with each other.
That's a fact. Can we get BlackWall Street back?
I don't think so. You know, there's just too many conflict. You know, people don't. You know, we ain't connected as we are back then. You know.
Why you say that? So you said no. Why you say that?
Gangs, all that violence, all that. I don't think.
Gangs. That's a big part.
I don't think we're able to come back together as we used to. Even though there were gangs back then, but the gangs back then wasn't to harm ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying. The gangs was actually to keep the communities tight and defend the communities from the cops and stuff like that.
We can't change back the hands of time.
Say that again.
We can't turn back the hands of time.
What you mean?
I mean, we can't. In other words, we can't live in the past. So we have to move on. If we can change shit as we move on, you know what I'm saying?
So, back in 1921, would you say we was unified? When we had BlackWall Street, were we unified?
Yeah.
So, are we unified today like back then, or are we worse?
No, we're not. We don't come. Martin Luther King would turn over in his grave if he know this is what the fuck he died for. I mean,
that's a fact.
Because, I mean, we can have unity, but we can't accomplish a damn thing.
So how do we become unified?
This my brother, Kay, and this my other brother, Swab. That's it. With what's going on today with our people, do you think we can ever get BlackWall Street back?
As far as the original BlackWall Street, maybe not, but we can always create our own BlackWall Street somewhere else, man. It's within us, it's not on us, you know what I'm saying? They done brought all the property up. That started somewhere else, man. BlackWall Street can be any street in America, man.
Hey, my brother, how you doing, man? Hey, you got time to do an interview with me right quick?
It's your family, it's family.
Yeah, it ain't nothing. It's all, we're interviewing on an educational platform about BlackWall Street. So we just want to know our brothers and sisters' thoughts on BlackWall Street and can we ever get it unified again?
That's definitely why we came out here. We came out here to see some of the artifacts, see some of the culture that we don't really get out downtown and the other places in Oklahoma.
Right.
That's why we came back.
Okay, so with that, do you think we can ever get BlackWall Street back again?
So that's a controversial question. Like by what means are trying to get it back.
Right,
If you have any suggestions.
like do you think that we can ever come to a point in our life to where we can have our own black schools, black banks, black hospitals, black owned, like how 1921, back in 1921, we were striving, we was doing great until the incident happened, and then you had this massacre happen.
So we got to come together again. We're more separated than we've ever been right now. We just need to come together.
We Israel United in Christ, man. This cuts from the street right here, and we just showing our brothers and sisters that we can unify and we can get things back in order. Do you think that we can bring back Black Wall Street again?
Yes and no. Yes and no. In a way, we're powerful enough too, but then again, you have another entity, you got another group that don't want you to thrive that much. So,
Look around.
Yeah, you're right. This black unity in its finest right now.
And the respect brothers have for each other right now out here is unreal.
Okay. So when you first heard about the incident that happened in Tulsa, about the riot and all that, what was your thought process when you heard about it?
How they treated us, man. Like we bleed the same blood, and how they treated us with disrespect. How they treated our families. It's unreal.
Now, as far as Black Wall Street, you from here or you OKC, huh?
OKC.
So you know anything about Black Wall Street?
I know a little bit.
Tell me something. Give me something before you leave. Tell me
They
something.
killed all our rich people. Yeah.
Black Wall Street.
Oh yeah.
What can you think about? What comes to mind when you think about Black Wall Street?
It's a big part of our history that's been hidden. It's been hidden. It hadn't been talked about, and it really needs to be brought to the surface. And it's trying to be swept under the rug. And I'm just glad it's getting brought to the surface to see, what really happened and what was really involved.
Right, because we had a lot going on back then. We had our own stores, our own banks. Like, we was doing very good. 1921 was a epic year, but it was also like a horrible year at the same time. Like you said, a lot of things were swept under the rug. A lot of people don't like to talk about it, but this the type of things that we need to talk about, especially us as men. Would you agree?
I agree. And to this day, they're still trying to sweep it under the rug. We try to talk about it. If you see it, they still acting like it's nonchalant.
We started by who? His name was Charles Pallu. Who is this man? Do you look like you? Do you look like your uncles, your daddies, your grandfathers? No. And when we took it to 1901, first out of slavery. We started with first out of slavery.
Yeah, Jane Bennett, I can't wait, dance.
Right. And see, that's what we're down here for. We're down here to show our brothers and sisters that we can come together. When we read the Bible, Zephaniah 2:1 tell us that we must gather ourselves together, O nation not desired, because right now we are a nation that's not desired. But like you said, if we come together on one accord, it's possible we can get that back. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Okay. And then with that, do you think we need our oppressors more now than we did back then?
Do we need them more? Our oppressors? Probably because I feel like as a people we are victimizing ourselves. I do. And I feel like without a common enemy, I feel like we won't ever come together.
Should we stay under the oppressor forever, or should we, kind of wiggle up out of there and get our own thing back rolling?
Yeah, we don't need their help. We got to police our own community. You know what I mean? And just stick together. Black people just stick together, like Mexicans. You know what I mean? Like everybody, other race. We can do this. We the only race that don't come together.
Hey, that's heavy what you said. We the only race that don't come together.
That's the only time we come together.
Hey, and like you said, and that's sad to say, this and funerals is the only time that you see black unity. Do you think it's a chance for us to get that same mind frame back, like get on one accord?
I think it is, most definitely. I think that we need to come together more, for sure. Like, there's a lot of people that's outside of that,
you know what I'm saying, that box, they need to come inside that box and so they can help everybody with that Black Wall Street. Just like he said, it can be any street. Right. It can be 46th Street, it can be 56th Street, it can be this whole street right here. We got all this. You see how this is all black people, bro. This is black owned.
Look what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of black vendors, black owned rides for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Black food. Like, this is Black Wall Street. This shit ain't going nowhere. It's in us.
Right, because I heard when I found out about it, I heard that was a terrible time when we went through a lot of horrific trials and tribulation, you know. I even heard such a fact to where we was being killed so many to where they were just throwing us in the lake and stuff. Like, we weren't even burying the bodies. Like,
I believe that. You know, I can't witness it personally, but I believe it. I know how they treated us.
Right. So, with what's going on now, do you think we need our oppressors more now than we did back then?
Do we need our
oppressors?
Oh yeah.
So that's an absolute fact. So I gotta ask y'all a real crucial question. This is off topic. I'm gonna ask you first, because you ain't said nothing. What color is Christ? You on?
He black, man.
Oh, how you know?
Don't gotta know, man.
All right, check. Hold on. You all right? What you say?
His hair was like wool. It was like ours.
Man, it ain't on us.
I like when you say that it's in us and not on us, because we have to establish ourselves in something, because they done downgraded us so far to where we don't see ourselves in nothing no more. We don't see ourselves in celebrity status. We don't see ourselves as superheroes no more. We don't see ourselves in the Bible. Right. Like they took all that away. Like, we don't see nothing. So it's very good to hear my young brothers that got a peace of mind, you know what I'm saying, that know exactly what's going on. But like, what do you think we can do to try to build back up and start freshly and start over? What you think would be the first step?
Buying more property. Buying a bank, and starting from there, bro.
Through the Bible, sir.
Yeah.
The Bible that's sitting on your auntie's dresser.
Yeah.
That Bible that's in the church that's collecting dust.
Yeah.
We read that for what it's worth today. That's how we become unified. That's how all these men in purple was marching down here.
Okay, one more thing. What I'd like to say is, we living in modern time, and we get educated, but we go to ministry, man. That's the only job a black man have. I mean, we don't have businesses to. What we get educated for is to advance in industry.
Can I ask you a question? Are you from here?
Originally, yeah.
So
I'm an artist. I lived in Vegas and LA, and I moved here. But it's like in the black neighborhoods and other. I've never been to Atlanta, New York, and other places.
Oh, we don't get no blacker than Greenwood. We don't get no blacker than this, man.
I know that.
So I asked you if you were from here because do you know people that were part of that massacre?
Yeah.
I call it a massacre because that's what they did. They massacred it. They called it a riot.
Right.
It's a massacre.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? So did you know any people that were part of that? I know most of them dead and gone, but did you know family members, friends? What'd you know? Give me a story that you can't find on YouTube.
Oh, I came up surrogated. I'm kicking 80. I came up surrogated.
Right.
I know how it went down and everything. But what I'm saying to say is, we had more unity together than what we have today. But from what I understand, what was taken from us should be replaced. It haven't been replaced. And how we do that shit is come together, unify together, and like for the system, the way the system is, for voting rights and all that shit, we come together and we go in the other direction on them.
Okay, you know what? What's your name, sir? Charles. My name Jan.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
The best way we be unified, like I said, is the Bible. We'll be more unified than we was in 1921, but they scared of that. You know, black unity scared of oppressor, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. I got a quick trivia question for you.
Yeah.
What color is Christ?
He's no color.
Woo!
He's no color. color.
Charles said he no color. He said he is spirit, dog. We're going to take care of this off record. We don't want this too long. That's cuts from the streets.
He's not a human
Lord have mercy.